The month of March is used to celebrate, honor, and recognize women. Women's History Week was first recognized in 1980 by President Jimmy Carter after a number of women's groups and historians petitioned for national recognition. The month is now used to amplify the voices of women across the country.
The history of any marginalized community, any community that's been devalued in the past, is important to hear from. And I think a lot of, history books, the primary sources that they use sometimes are kind of telling a story about a group from somebody else's perspective. And so part of Women's History Month to me is the process of listening to women's voices, letting them tell their own stories.
The month is now dedicated to acknowledging the impact and contributions women have made throughout our history. The wall in front of the library is decorated with posters featuring prominent women in history and was set up by Justice and Diversity League. The month of celebration helps to educate and emphasize the voices of women in our community.
So as a student, I feel like I gain more knowledge about how other women are impacted and how their experiences have changed over time and how I can learn from them and how other women around me can learn from them. I understand more about how to beat these social norms and how to educate other people.
The mural in front of the library highlights women who played crucial roles in the different time periods throughout American history. One very influential woman is Harriet Tubman, an American abolitionist who was born into slavery but escaped. She then led hundreds of slaves into freedom and the Underground Railroad. Ruth Bader Ginsburg was an American Supreme Court justice who served from 1993 until she passed in 2020. Ginsburg was the second female justice and was famous for fighting for women's reproductive rights.
I think it's important to listen to women during this month, let them share their stories, and validate them, especially if that's not happening all the time, and it's a perfect month to continue doing that and raise awareness.
As we continue to learn about the impact women have in our society, it's important to remember the struggles and oppression women have faced in the past and today. Make sure to check out the posters around school. This has been Caden Roth and Annabelle Harshbarger reporting for the MWHS Wildcat News.